come on in here. What's going on, y'all? See y'all on the check-in. Kimberly, what up? Tia, what up? Y'all tuned into the first edition of Riding with Purpose. Javelin, what's up? Sis, what up? Got an awesome show for you guys tonight. Bringing on one of my dear good friends. So we're gonna rock out for a minute. We'll get started in a few minutes here. Y'all hear me okay? Let me know. Put a 1 in the comments if y'all hear me okay. Put a 1 in the comments if you hear me okay. Let me know. I appreciate it, sis. I'm excited. Tonight we're talking about how to establish drive and a relentless work ethic. That's just gonna be the base, and I'm sure D1's gonna take it in plenty different directions. But in the meantime, we're gonna rock out here a little bit to some music, some smooth jazz. Make sure y'all check out onepurposemime.com for latest videos, updates, some awesome merch, some great content. One Purpose Mind Radio on Pandora. Getting ready to drop some more music, some motivation, get you on your way. I see you on the check-in. I see y'all popping in here. Thanks for joining. For my replay followers, make sure you share this out. Make sure y'all share this out. Go ahead and get it out to your people now. Just hit that share button. I got a fly going on here. We good though. Share it on Facebook. We're gonna upload it to YouTube right after this, so you guys can go back and watch it. It's definitely gonna be some jewels drop tonight, and I'm excited. D, what up, man? Hey, man, I wanted to tell you, man, thank you for going out there checking on my folks, man. It's always good when you got solid people that can go check on your people, man. D, I appreciate you. For any of y'all mobile mechanic services, go see my man D. Hit him up. Alright, D1 should be jumping in here any moment now. Let's see. There he is right there. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Waiting for D1 to jump in. There you go.
Dwayne, what up, brother?
Man, I'm coolin', bro. How you feeling, man?
Can you hear me?
Man, I can hear you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Had a little smooth jazz going, bro.
Yeah. How we feeling, brother?
Man, everything is good, bro. How about you, man?
Man, it's a blessed day to be alive, man. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in live, as well as those that may be catching this on the replay. Who we got in here, brother? I do what I want. Great day to you. I am Lyrics.
That's right.
To you. Yeah. Welcome. Yeah, man. How you feeling?
Doubt. Man, I'm feeling good, man. This the first show. I felt like I wanted to just jump out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wanted to share with the people that I have around me, who I network with on a consistent basis, people that inspire and empower me, people whose lives, Stephen Drake, I see you in the building, Dreamcatcher, what's up, man? People that inspire me and motivate me. I just wanted to bring those people into my community, into my space, just to kind of share their heart. And so I wanted you to be one of the first guests, man, because I see this as more as a dialogue more than an interview. As brothers coming in, just chopping it up, you know. KP, what's up? I see you. And so, man, I'm excited tonight, man. It's 8:59. I want to go ahead and get started. And we just go flow, bro. We just go flow, man.
I mean, just like how we always do, man. It's just people tuning in and listening. You know what I mean? We always have some empowering conversations, and to help build that momentum towards our goals.
Absolutely. So, I want to share with the people, man, what's how it happened. I jumped into a space on Periscope. If any guys you know about Periscope, it's a live streaming app. And I jumped out there, just started dancing, man. I set my camera up, and I just started dancing. And I caught one of D1's broadcasting, and I said, man, this brother is very powerful, somebody I want to glean from and learn from. And so I would jump in this broadcast and show love and support, and we end up connecting. I took one of his pieces, I snatched it off of YouTube and took his audio and mimed to it. And I think that's when the real connection started. You remember that, D1?
Yeah, remember that? Man.
Yeah. And so I took that audio, bro, and then I think I even had my graphic artist put a flyer to it. You remember that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. And that's one thing too, man. I'm real big on, if it's something out there you want, man, man, figure out how to make it work. I don't care if it's ripping somebody audio to making a flyer with their face on it. All they can say is, man, don't use that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but that's how we met, man. And I want to go ahead and jump in, man. If we can just share with the people a little bit about yourself, man, where you from, your life, man, just kind of give them a little rundown of who you are.
So in a nutshell, man, to kind of summarize who I am as an individual, my name is David Gibson. That's the name that my mother and father gave. Here in the virtual space, I'm known as D1 Gibson. I'm also known as your brother from another mother, that I mentioned during every single broadcast, because it's sincere. You know, we're more the same than we are different, and that's the philosophy that I often live by. And essentially, I'm on a mission to inspire, empower, and to help individuals live out their goals and their dreams so they can tap into their God-given potential to achieve the goals that they've established for their life. So what I do is I run a personal development company and organization that goes by the name of Elevation Must, where I do keynote presentations at colleges, universities, conferences, entrepreneur groups, MLM, as well as coaching programs where I assist individuals in developing new and empowered beliefs and establishing successful habits. But at the end of the day, is to empower individuals to become valuable resources in the society in which we live. That's something I'm very big on. You know, you're constantly growing and improving your skill sets, your mentality, your mindset, and ultimately your gifts and your talents. And when you put yourself in a position to be a person that does open doors of opportunity for you. That's been my, because I'm a firm believer that each and every single one of us is gifted with talent in our own unique way, and we all have a purpose. But there are obstacles and challenges that often hinder us from achieving and living out their purpose. But essentially, I want to create resources and provide tools to empower individuals to overcome their obstacles so they too can live their best life.
Absolutely, man. I see a few people checking in. I see my cousin in the building. What's happening? Ashley, I see you. What's going on? Cerber Films, one of my videographers in the building. KP, I see you. Man, we here, man. I thank y'all for joining. Bro, let's talk about something real quick, man.
Yeah.
Why is it important to have a routine? Because I know you live by having a consistent routine Monday through Sunday, 24/7. Why is it so key to have a routine?
Well, it begins with us understanding our human nature. We're creatures of habit, right? And essentially, we flourish when we create a system. When you look at any organization, you look at any team, you look at any individual that is anything worthwhile, they've established a system that's in alignment with their vision, their goals. Because if we leave it up to each and every single day to present the opportunity, then we're going to be left empty-handed. So it's very important for us to live our days by design and all, meaning, of course, you have an intention of what you want, where you want to be, but then you also have
Yeah.
a plan on how to get there. But most importantly, you begin to execute on that game plan. In other words, you plan your work and then you work your plan. But without you being intentional, what happens is you'll be all over the place, and then your efforts may not be aligned with the goal that you've established for your life.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there, if it's not in alignment with it, it's not going to take you there. So it's extremely important that every single day you wake up with an intention to succeed at something, and then taking the necessary steps to make that thing a reality in your life.
Okay, let me stop you right there. So
Yeah.
let's rewind, bro, because I know I wasn't always at this place in my life where I was consistent, or I attempted to be consistent and had a
Mm.
schedule that I tried to put myself in. What would we tell the people that's just starting from scratch? Well, I'm talking from the bottom,
Yeah.
that they never wrote a plan out before. They never had a schedule.
Yeah.
They don't even know about dreams. They don't have no dreams. How do you start from the bottom, bro, from scratch? How would you inspire somebody, tell them the importance of having that plan and what to do, how to start?
Here's what I will begin with, and this is something that I often mention to my community on a regular basis. In order for you to achieve any endeavor, something that's beyond where you are right now, first and foremost, what you must do is to be intellectually involved. Everybody that's watching this live, comment below, intellectually involved. I know we may be using
Yeah,
some,
do that, do that, do that. Let's go.
you know what I mean? Intellectually involved as well as emotionally invested. Okay. What I mean by intellectually involved is you know specifically what it is that you want. And that may take some time. It's going to require you to explore more about yourself because honestly, we as human beings, particularly as adults, we stop exploring ourselves because we grow so accustomed to what life has handed us. And in many ways, we begin to settle. You know, we live life on the surface. We play life
Yeah,
small and we stop experimenting with what's possible. So you have to know exactly what it is that you want. What's that thing that makes you come alive? What's the thing that makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand up? What's
yeah,
that
yeah,
you want to fulfill and achieve, that goal that you want to experience? Identify what that is. And first and foremost, don't allow any fears or limitations or restrictions or societal standards to stop you from dreaming big. See yourself where you want to be. See yourself doing what you want to do. Visualize the experiences that you want to have with your life and then create the intention. Once you establish the intention, here's what's going to influence your actions. This is what's going to assist emotionally invested. As a matter of fact, say this with me. I have to be emotionally invested in my goals and my dreams.
I have to
Meaning,
be emotionally invested in my goals and dreams. Yeah,
meaning you got to be attached to them from an emotional standpoint. Why is that, D1? Because emotion is the greatest influence on our behavior.
yeah,
When we make decisions, it's often driven by an emotion. Most people are living their fears instead of their dreams because they're driven by the emotion of fear. But in the same sentence, if I can be driven by the emotion of fear, I can also be driven by the emotion of faith, the emotion of passion, the emotion of enthusiasm. But the way I stimulate those emotions is by writing down the positive
come
content
on.
that can occur from me pushing myself to the next level. How my life can be different when I experience the success of my goals. How things
Yeah,
can transform around me by me achieving the success that I envision. What that does is it creates an emotional attachment. You know what I mean? In other
yeah,
words, you're
yeah.
connecting with the why of what it is that you do. And once you start connecting with that, that's when fuel kicks in. So in those mornings when you wake up and you don't necessarily feel like showing up, because you stay reminded of why you want to get there, to take action, to put your desire for comfort to the side and instead connect with your desire to be great, and you're willing to do what's necessary to go the extra mile, to put in the work, to wake up a little earlier, to stay up a little later, to put forth your best effort even in the days when you feel like being comfortable. Because I'm emotionally invested into it, emotion is the greatest influence on my behavior. If I'm influenced by positive emotions, what's going to happen is I'm going to create a pattern of me staying consistent with my goals and my dreams.
Yes, sir. Man, I love that.
For those that are tuning in, man, like I mentioned at the top of this conversation, me and Dwayne, we always connect. It ain't nothing for us, man, to be 5 o'clock in the morning. You hit me up and we're talking about ideas and concepts. We're motivating each other accountable as far as the progress that you've made on your goal and your dream. And this is just the lingo, man, that we speak every single day, brother.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
I believe what happens is, for the most part, individuals begin to be influenced by those negative emotions. But the challenge is, in many cases, this is happening undetected and unnoticed because they've grown so accustomed to these emotions influencing them, like the emotion of fear.
Yeah.
Terminology and the words that we, when you hear somebody say, I can't do that, I'm influenced by fear. When you hear somebody an excuse, you're influenced by fear.
Yeah.
You're allowing what you don't understand, what seems to be uncertain, what seems to be beyond your known and what's familiar, to stimulate some fear. And that fear overwhelms you to the point that you're not looking beyond that barrier. And what happens is yourself perpetually doing the same thing, but expecting more out of life. And last time I checked, that's what Albert Einstein said was the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. In order for something to change, you got to break that cycle. You got to give yourself permission to confront the fear, because what I fear but never face is always going to control me. But the moment that I begin to confront it, who's in control now? I'm in control because I've made the executive decision to overwhelm myself with this confidence, this desire for change, and therefore I can overpower whatever's trying to stop me.
Yeah. That's heavy, bro. I want to go back to something you said. Me and you, we chop it up on the regular, right? I don't care. We're not in the box when it comes to chopping up, because we glean from each other, right? We bounce. If I'm feeling low, I'm hitting the line. You know, if I need to bounce an idea, I'm hitting the line. If I'm thinking about a vision, your vision, and an idea come to me, I'm hitting you up.
Yeah.
Why is it important, bro, on this journey, bro, if we want to stay relentless, right, in our work ethic, we want to keep pushing in our drive, why is it important to have the right people around you, bro? Why is that important?
Because what happens is, when we're on this journey, now let's say, for instance, when you initially take that first step, right? When the idea, you're confident, you're motivated, you're inspired, you're feeling yourself, you see the vision, you're pumped up, you're excited, you're filled with enthusiasm. All of these elevated emotions are running through us in the moments, right? That dies off after a period of time. It really begins when you work hard and results. It really begins to off when you've been making the sacrifices and the outcomes are still the same. You know what I mean?
Right.
See what's possible. It's very important that you surround yourself with people that can understand the struggle that you were in, but they also hope. You know what I mean? Because when D1 may necessarily feel determined, I may feel discouraged, but Dwayne can put to shift my perspective. That's all it really boils down to. You need people that will help you maintain the proper perspective. You may be feeling yourself at one point, but then another point, hey man, I'm really not feeling it. I'm not necessarily too confident. Dwayne, get your head in the game, bro. We ain't got time.
Sir. Yeah, that's right.
Remember why you started. Remember, this ain't here for. We came to win. We didn't come to make excuses. We came to create excellence. It's important that you surround yourself with people that understand the struggle, that can relate to you because they're there with you. They're fighting in the trenches with you, but they also visualize greater possibilities and they see the best in you. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Don't surround me with people that tell me good luck. I want somebody in my you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It up to luck. I want somebody in my corner that's gonna
for real
next level, that's going to encourage me to go the extra mile. In the moments when I feel like giving up, hey, they slap me upside my head. Get your head in the game, bro. Stand up. Don't bow down. Monkey can stand on your back as if you bow down. Stand up strong. That's towards greatness. Keep fighting for your dreams. We need individuals in our lives to keep us maintaining the proper perspective as it relates to success.
Absolutely. Before, real quick, bro, I see a question. This one thing about this platform. If I see something that stick out, we go drive home. So the Honor Dragon said, bro, but what do you do about feeling the guilt of leaving people behind? And they also said, they said one more thing too. They said, does that make you feel full of yourself to isolate those people that say that about you? Bro, what do you think about that, bro?
Not at all, man. This is how I would say you would actually approach that situation. Invite them to join the movement of success.
Yeah.
Is encourage them to pursue something that they really want to do with their life. And I would say, working towards something, say, hey, would you like to join me? Hey, what are your goals and your dreams? Let's elevate. Let's take action on them. If they therefore reject the offer, if they deny you that invitation that you give them, that wasn't your choice.
Yeah.
It was their domain in their comfort zone, because remember, I was created for a purpose. I have a responsibility to. So by me neglecting to fulfill that responsibility because I'm looking to appease somebody else's feelings,
Yeah.
who's really missing out? You know what I mean?
Come on. Come on.
End of the day,
Come
man,
on.
people are going to do what they want to do. And in some cases, you will outgrow people. There may be somebody that was your day one. I'm talking
That's
about
right. That's right.
beginning. I'm talking from the sandbox, the crib,
Yeah.
your mama and best friends, and you was always over.
Yeah.
Sometimes we outgrow people, and that's just the
Mm.
way it kind of evolves. But at the end of the day, I don't want to stunt my growth because I'm trying to carry you. You know what I mean? It's like I drive with, man. It's time to change with something to be more productive. It's going to give you more mileage. It's going to help you accelerate your life. And a lot of times we get caught into the mindset, well, they may think I'm better than them, and that's not the case. It's just that you
Yeah.
are special within you, and you make sure it's your full responsibility to create the outcomes of success that you envision
Yeah.
for it. Or if
Yeah.
somebody's holding back, I got to keep moving. I got to keep pushing.
Yeah. 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 Man, that's deep. No problem. Any questions y'all got, drop them. We'll get to them. So, bro, one thing over the past 5 years, I would say, I've been real big on trying to be self-aware. I
Yeah.
want to be self-aware, bro, because I know I'm not perfect, but if I can acknowledge the good things, the bad things, the areas of opportunity, that makes me a better person.
Yeah.
For my family, for the people around me, but more importantly, myself, bro.
Yeah.
Because if I'm self-aware about me, I can grow as an individual, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. But what's your thought? What's your thoughts on people being self-aware? Because we always looking at everybody else, right?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
always looking at what people need to improve on. What are your thoughts about people in general being self-aware themselves?
Man, it's the ingredient to success, man. And to begin answering that question, let me first state it like this. We have to disconnect from the cultural definition of what success is. You following me? You know what I mean?
I'm about to turn this fan back on real quick. It's getting heated up in here, dog. Keep talking, bro.
I mean, I'm gonna just set the table for the answer to that question by saying that, disconnect from the social definition, or the cultural definition, excuse me, of success, which is money, power, prestige, beauty, brilliance, fame, fortune, how many followers you have, how many views you have, how many likes you have on a post. At the end of the day, Dwayne, we talk about this all the time, man. When we're laying on our deathbed, I'm not asking, how many people like my posts. I'm not asking even how much money do I have in my bank account. My mindset is focused on, did I matter? Did I fulfill my purpose? Did I make an impact? Did I create a positive change with the gifts, the talents, and unique abilities that God gifted me? And essentially, all of that stems around me as an individual, me as a person, and more
Yeah.
importantly, who I am becoming.
Right.
So success isn't necessarily something that we do, it's who we become.
Right.
You,
Yeah.
we don't do success, we become successful. So success is an internal process of becoming. And awareness is a part of who we are becoming. Because if I'm not aware, then essentially I can't be present. I won't be mindful. I may miss
Yeah.
opportunities. Fear may be manipulating me. I may not be fully connected to who I am as a person. And I may be missing my growth, my improvement, and my development in many areas of my life. And we talk about this in our mastermind on a frequent basis. Self-awareness is the first step to self-empowerment. You know what I mean? If you have to become aware of what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what emotions are influencing you, what's leading to your decisions, how you're behaving, the habits that you have established, the conversations that you're having with people, the narrative that's happening in your own head. All of these are components as it relates to who you are becoming. So therefore, if I'm becoming something that's not in alignment with my goals and my dreams, I want to track them. Because a law in life is that you don't attract the things that you want, you attract the things that you are.
Yeah.
So therefore, I have to focus on becoming what it is that I want to attract. And awareness is the pathway that will lead to that progress in life of me understanding who D1 is becoming, who Dwayne is evolving into. Also happening in my way that I'm behaving on a consistent basis is critical as it relates to who we are becoming. And remember, who we become determines what we attract. And what we attract will always determine the outcomes that we experience in life.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, bro. Now, bro, on this road to success, bro, and you clearly define what true success is, how much would you say is physical, mental, and emotional, bro? Like, so, you know, a lot of times, bro, people think having a work ethic is just going, man, I could put in a lot of hours. You know what I mean? Or I can work fast to this person.
Yeah.
Talk to me, bro. How much of it is it mental? How much is it physical and emotional? Or is it all, or do you have to put it all together like a cake and put it together? Talk to me about that real quick, bro.
That's a packed question, Dwayne. The way I will give a response is, let me say it this way, okay? Again, first and foremost, define what success is, because one person's success can be somebody else's failure.
Okay.
So to begin answering the question, success is more mental than anything else. And then, of course, emotion has a great influence in that because it influences our behavior. But it starts in the mind, your mentality, your mindset, the philosophy that you abide by, and understanding what success is for you. Because if you don't create a clear understanding, then you'll be all over the place. That's like you're in Atlanta, I'm in Indianapolis. I'm trying to get to where you are, but I don't have a roadmap. Yeah. I may end up heading east, or I may end up heading north, and I'm going the opposite direction. So I have to create, here's the guidelines or the direction that I'm going to take, and then essentially map it out in my mind first. Then comes the emotional aspect of it. If I'm being influenced by negative emotions, like I'm feeling miserable, I feel hopeless or powerless, or I feel afraid and intimidated, the things that I see in my mind, I'm not going to execute in reality, because those are often paralyzing and it can prevent me from making progress. So therefore, I have to begin with the mind. Here's the clear picture of where I want to go. Align my emotions also with the person that I want to become, being influenced by elevated emotions like gratitude, appreciation, enthusiasm, excitement, and passion. Then comes the physical aspect of it. And that means me creating habits that keep me aligned with where I want to be. Me taking action, me executing, me not just dreaming and fantasizing about great and brilliant ideas, but me acting with a sense of urgency, understanding that every single day is an opportunity, and I got to seize that moment every 24 hours, doing something, taking a step to shorten the distance between where I am now and where I dream of being in life. But ultimately, it's a holistic approach. Your mind, your spirit, your emotions, as well as your physical body. And we can even talk about the importance of maintaining your temple. You know what I mean? We've had this conversation before about being physically fit, because if I'm huffing and out of breath and I don't have the vibrancy that I need, I won't be effective. So all of that ties into us creating progress towards our goals and our dreams. So again, all three of those components are very important.
Yeah, bro. So let's talk to the people, bro, because I know it's a lot of people out there, bro. Fear is stopping them from going to that place to even getting started. Yeah. Bro, I remember when I started miming in 2001, bro, I was stuck to a certain way of doing it, right? I see POP in the check-in. I was stuck to a certain way of doing things. And I remember as clear as day, was like, man, it's time for a change.
Yeah.
But immediately I said, man, what do people go think about this? You know, what so-and-so go say about this? Fear immediately hit me, bro, because I was afraid to go to that next level, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it hovered over me like a dark cloud, bro. Bro, what would we say? Because I was scared to jump, but I said, you know what? I had to build up that courage and strength. And bro, I had to even call people to get cosigns, man. Hey man, what you think about? You feel me? I'm being real, bro. I had to call to get cosigns, to get approval. But bro, what would you say for those people, bro, that's just having problems or troubles getting started, man?
Yeah. So man, Dwayne, man, it's a common challenge that all of us face, man. You know, fear is something that every single person on the face of this earth experiences. We feel it, you know, we hear it. It's stopped us in many occasions. It's prevented us from experiencing better outcomes and taking advantage of new opportunities that are presented unto us. But I think, man, it's important for us to understand the dynamic of fear, right? And we talk about this on a consistent basis. Fear only, let me say it like this. Fear's power comes give it from your perspective.
Okay.
Fear's power comes from the context that you give it from your personal perspective. Let me make it plain for us, okay?
Break that down.
So think about it from this perspective, okay? You've been to the zoo, right?
Yes,
Many
sir.
of us that are alive, we've been to the zoo. You get to see many of the different animals that are at the zoo. You get to see many different ecosystems or different species that are at the zoo. Let's say, for instance, as you are taking your kids, you're walking through the zoo, and you happen to see the lions, right?
Yeah.
Lions, and the glass is there, and you're looking through, and you see them just kind of moving. Some are laying down. You don't feel any fear at that moment, right?
Nope.
Like you're looking and you're observing the environment in which they find themselves. Anxiety doesn't begin to rush through your veins. Your
Right,
heart gets
right.
faster. Like the palm of your hand, you're not feeling any sweat. You're cool, calm, and collected. Now, say for instance, you take that exact same lion and you place him in the middle of your neighborhood, and you walking out there to your
Hey, so when I'm talking hey, we running and they pulling out choppers.
but you understand, fear begins to arise in that because of the context in which you see yourself from your perspective. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you feel protected at the zoo because of the barriers of that environment. You know what I mean? And the same
Yeah.
when we experience fear, let's say for instance, if I'm afraid to perform as a mimer, I'm afraid to speak in public as a professional speaker, it's because of how I see myself in the context. I see myself not good enough, inadequate, not qualified, not experienced, and that begins to provoke the emotion of fear. If I can change the context in which I perceive myself, me here in my mind, I can eliminate the fear, not necessarily completely, but to the point that I'll allow my confidence and my self-esteem to begin to build and be towards a in reality, man. I tell many people, you're only going to rise to the level of success that your self-esteem can absorb, right? Let
Yeah,
me say,
yeah.
you will only rise to the level of success that your self-esteem can absorb. Let's use this example, and we've talked about this on a broadcast,
Yeah.
right? So I wish I had my demonstration.
Yeah.
Brought out the poker box, right? And you've got your chips.
Right.
So when
Yep.
you're in Vegas, right, those chips, they essentially represent money that you can necessarily gamble with. You can take a risk. If I have a limited amount of chips, that's really going to dictate the level of risk that I'm willing to take. You following me?
Yeah,
But
bro. I'm with you.
play more chips, I'm willing to take a bigger risk, which
Yeah.
can often give a greater return. That's the same way
Right.
that our self works. If I have low self-esteem, a small amount of chips, I won't take a big risk. But if I enhance my number of chips, I'm willing to take a big risk. Well, D1, how do we enhance our number of chips? Every single day, you do something that you've never done before. Every single day, you challenge your fears. Every single day, you work on your skills. Every single day, you're mastering your technique. Every single day, you're doing what you said you couldn't do. Every single day, you're moving the way they told you couldn't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
accumulating chips, which is developing your self-esteem, which means I can take a bigger risk and I'm more confident. And when I do that, I can change the context in which I see myself in the environment. So therefore, what used to scare me, I'm now confident in. I'm not that because I've developed my self-esteem, I've grown in my confidence, and I'm more willing to be relentless as I'm pursuing this goal and this dream. You follow me?
Man, look, y'all tap them hearts on that screen right now. If y'all feel it, we can close shop right now. We can close shop right now, bro. And see, man, see what I love about this, bro. Mindset is key.
It's life-changing, man. It's critical.
Mindset is key. Oh, bro, see, so let me talk about my routine, bro.
Yeah.
I get up in the morning. I take a long shower, bro.
Yeah.
And during that time, bro, I'm taking my mental to a whole nother stratosphere. Sometimes it scares me because where I'm going, man, it's like I'm transporting to that realm early.
Yeah.
And a lot of times what I tell my homies, like, man, I understand where you are currently in your life, but go now to where you want to be from a mental standpoint.
Yeah.
And so I think the biggest thing, bro, is we got to recondition our mindset, bro. Bad habits start getting into us. We do those bad habits every single day, but we have to shift our mindset daily, bro, and force our mind, bro, to be whatever it is we desire to be in our heart. So, bro, talk to me about what can we do to restart restructuring and reframing our mindset, bro, to go to where we want to go, to be who we really want to be. How can we start shifting and restructuring our mindset?
I love that question, man, because you know that's right up my alley, bro.
I know, brother.
So a few years back, man, I was reading this book entitled Native Son. It's written by Richard Wright, phenomenal author, great novel. Really dove into the mindset of the character, and his name was Bigger Thomas. And throughout the novel, it's an interesting story. I believe there's actually a makeup of it on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken. But throughout the entire novel, you're going on this journey of Bigger's life, growing up in the environment in which he lived, coming up with different, scenarios and scenes in his life that really changed the whole entire trajectory of his existence. And he found himself in a rut. I don't want to kind of tell the story because somebody may be interested in tuning into it. But he found himself in a rut, and he was just beginning to just observe his entire life. You know what I mean? Like, entire life. And in the book, Richard does an amazing job of just navigating his thoughts and really bring to the paper and into your mind the emotions that he was experiencing. And he summed up in a statement, Dwayne, an experience that every single adult has had at one point in time in their life.
Okay.
Mainly those individuals that find themselves feeling stuck, feeling lost, and questioning this all life has to offer.
Right.
Big statement of saying, when I was, my mind used to roam with great and brilliant ideas. But over the years, my impulse to dream has been slowly beaten out of me by the experience of life.
Bro, say that again.
Out of me by the experience of life. And every single one of us can relate to that. The experience of failure, the experience of rejection, the experience of being told no, the experience of feeling not good enough, the experience of closed doors, the experience of making the sacrifices but not getting any results, the experience of you not moving your life forward, slowly beat the impulse dream out of you. And if you're not careful, you'll find yourself settling for a life that is less than the one that you are capable of living. So what we do, to answer your question, Dwayne, we have to endure the journey of unlearning what we've grown accustomed to. We have to, yes, to the process of reinventing who we are. Like we've been going through in the mastermind during this entire series, breaking the habit of who I am. Because who I am has got me to where I am now. And where I am now is not where I want to be. So who I am will not take me to where I want to be. I got to break the habit. I got to change. I have to recreate philosophy. I got to adjust my mindset. I got to get rid of this negative attitude. I got to get rid of this complaining spirit. I got to be appreciative. I've got to stay focused on my goals and my dreams. I can't allow situations to rob me of my attention. I got to unlearn that are holding me back from living my best. This takes discipline. It takes consistency. It takes willpower. It takes awareness of you waking up every single day and asking yourself, I'm going to, or it's making the statement, I got to think about what I'm thinking about. You know what I mean?
Right.
I got to be aware of what's happening within me so I can be more in control of what's happening around me. You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
And that's the process that we take to become more aware of who we are as individuals, what we are thinking, what emotions are influencing us. So ultimately, we can be in control of the life that we live.
Man, I think Stephen Drake said it, boy. He said, we attend a nighttime church. For real. Man, I say I got a message. Say I'm loud. I'm sorry, y'all. I get so pumped up. I start talking loud, man. That's me. I don't know what tone down is. Man, David, I'm grateful for you being on tonight, bro. I definitely want to do a part 2 to this, bro. I'll let you know when, but I just, man, it's heavy, bro. Like, I feel like if we keep going, it's just, we're going to be too fat. I'm a strong believer in eating in proportions. That way you can balance. We got to digest, bro. We got to break it down, bro. Share real quick, bro. What books you reading, man? What books you found has been life changing for your life that people might be able to benefit from?
Of course, like I mentioned, Native Son was a phenomenal book. It's a novel, but I love reading novels in some cases because it helps you become more aware from your own perspective. What authors often do is they stimulate the character's thoughts through the text, and they help you understand why they do what they do, beginning with their mindset. So as you begin to read like nonfiction books, many people aren't huge and big on them, but I look at it from the perspective of it helps you understand your own thoughts and become more aware. But to highlight some other books, of course, the great iconic Think and Grow Rich with Napoleon Hill, The War of Art, Stephen Pressfield, phenomenal book. The Art of War, Sun Tzu. That's a phenomenal book written in early times, but it's still relevant to this day because essentially it describes warfare. It describes being on the battlefield, and many people often neglect to realize you're in a fight. You know what I mean? Every single day is versus excellence. It's greatness versus mediocrity. Every single day you're fighting something. And there's a quote in that book, The Art of War. It says, if you don't know yourself and you don't know your enemy, you'll lose every single battle. If you know yourself but don't know your enemy, you'll win some but lose some. But if you know yourself and you know your enemy, you'll win every single fight that you face. And that really highlights, man, something that I've lived my life by. A skilled adversary is beatable when his movements are restricted and his patents are exposed. In other words, you're putting yourself in a position to identify what you're up against You begin to understand the tools and the tactics that it uses to try to overcome you. And essentially, you position yourself in a way where you are in power and you can dominate it because you know the tricks of what it's going to bring to the table. So let's say, for instance, let's use this as another example, public speaking. If I know I get nervous before I speak in front of a group of people, that's the enemy. That fear is going to arise in me. I must prepare for that moment. I got to put myself in position. Let me strategically figure out what routine I can create to stimulate confidence, to help me maintain the proper perspective. So reading that book, again, kind of put me on that pathway to think in that manner. Let me give us another book. It was just on my mind. Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. Long Walk to Freedom. You got to think about I love autobiographies, biographies as well. But Nelson Mandela, when you look at his situation from being a prisoner to becoming a president, phenomenal journey, phenomenal story. To be in prison for 27 years, but to hold on to the vision. Can you imagine that, Dwayne? You know what I mean? 27 years
bro.
to hold on to a vision. You know what I mean? So that speaks to the power that's in that text. So definitely get on board with that, as well as the autobiography of Frederick Douglass. Phenomenal book. That's another individual that goes from being an enslaved individual, from, getting his home freedom and teaching himself how to write and moving forward in the face of oppression and resistance and being disenfranchised and being considered a second-class human being. But for him to make up his own mind, this is who I am. I don't need your validation. I don't need your approval. This is who I'm going to be, and to start a movement. And to this day, a very respectable icon in the civil rights movement, the empowerment of people of color and minorities. Phenomenal book. Gave some great insight in his book, and just to know that he taught himself how to read. You know what I mean? Like that's right. So those are some great books, man, that I would recommend. But definitely, it's always about taking that journey of learning and growing. Always investing in yourself, whatever you're doing. Figure out how you can grow and improve. Again, you can do that through books, podcasts, tuning into broadcasts like this, just connecting with other like-minded people. There's always different ways that you can create a routine to help you grow.
Absolutely. So in closing, man, I want you to share with the people how they can find you. Let them know what you got going on, man. We're going to definitely do a part 2, but let them know how they can find you in the meantime.
Yeah, for sure, man. All the social media platforms, my handle is consistent at D1 Gibson. Again, at D1 Gibson. That includes Facebook, Periscope, Twitter, as well as here on the gram, youtube.com/David Gibson. Visit the website, amust.com. Got free resources, tools, and tips all available on the website. The majority of it is for the free $99. Got ebook downloads, quick guide downloads, as well as I've got my newest book, Come Alive, that's available on the website. We got our apparel that's available on our online shop, as well as if you want to dive deeper, you guys enjoy these conversations about understanding the dynamics of your mindset and how to establish new and empowered beliefs. Come elevate with us in our Dream Catchers Mastermind. We have a phenomenal group of individuals that are growing and improving. It's all about growing in 4 key areas: our mindset, belief systems, our personal development, career finance, as well as health and wellness, helping us just grow holistically in every aspect of our life. We have weekly sessions where we dive deep into different routines and strategies and modalities that you can incorporate and implement into your daily life, all designed to help you essentially become the best version of you. So if you are interested in doing that and joining our mastermind, we are running a free trial as of now, 7-day free trial. You can join in on our session this Wednesday. Dwayne, it's powerful and phenomenal. You just got to be there to experience it. So check out the website, isamust.com, and hit the mastermind link. It'll take you directly to the page to get more information. But pretty much that's how you get in contact with your boy.
No doubt. No doubt. Before we go, bro, get ready for this, man. I want you to speak some powerful words, man, to get people started off for their week. But before we go there, I want to shout out Twisted Up with the 5 Twisted Up, man. If you want to, brothers out there that want to get their hair twisted up, ladies, you going natural, Twisted Up. Shout out to Canvas Beauty I use for my beard and for my hair. And shout out to me, One Purpose Mind. OnePurposeMind.com. I got some good merch. Nice little snapback. Got some t-shirts out there, man, just pushing the movement of purpose. And also shout out to God is Dope. I got my Black Mamba shirt on for Kobe Bryant's birthday. Rest in peace and rest well. So David, close us out, man. Inspire us for the week, brother.
Before I inspire us and close out this conversation, man, definitely want to shout out Dwayne, man. Phenomenal brother. For those that are tuning in live and those that may be catching this on the replay, man, when you talk about an individual with a sincere heart for what he does and the people that he serves, it's this brother right here. You underneath me on my screen, pointing up to you, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Brother, we connected through Periscope about 5.5, 6 years ago, brother. And since we connected, man, it was always real. You know what I mean? It was literally a brother from another mother. We have the same passion. We're inspired by the same mission of becoming our best selves, as well as empowering those that we come in contact with. You know what I mean? And that was something that created the energy that's connecting the two of us. And now that energy is establishing synergy to help us do broadcasts and conversations like this that help empower other people, man. So salute to you, King. Nothing but love for you. Oh, man, I'm looking forward to building together, how we're collaborating, impact that we can make in the people's lives that we serve, man. So definitely shout out to my brother Dwayne.
No doubt. Thank you, bro.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. To give us, I guess, a closing message, let me say this. Tomorrow is an opportunity. It's a day that you can move your life forward. The average person wakes up on a Monday, dreading the day ahead of them, wishing and hoping that it's uneventful, okay? They wish that they can lay in bed and not take advantage of the day's opportunities. If you want to get ahead, you got to literally step into Monday with a mind that's focused on where you want to be. Let that be your focus as you wake up in the morning, not your problems, not your pain, not your past, not what's happening in the present moment, not the present predicament that you find yourself in. Focus on where you want to be and the person that you are determined to become. Let that drive you. Let that fuel you. Let that make you relentless. Get excited about your future. Let me say that again. Get excited about your future, and let every action that you take demonstrate the excitement that you have. Let every decision that you make be in alignment with the enthusiasm that you have for your passion, your goals, and your dreams. I talked about this on Friday. I'll say it again today on this Sunday evening. Somebody somewhere is doing more with less. So no complaining, no blaming. Focus in on where you want to be and be determined to make it happen. At the end of the day, tomorrow, somebody somewhere is going to succeed. It might as well be you.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. You tuned into the first edition of Riding with Purpose with your boy, One Purpose Mind, Dwayne Terry, my special guest, D1 Gibson. Y'all stay tuned for the next one. We will drop out with some smooth jazz, D1.
Get him, man. Get him, bro.
And it's a wrap, y'all. Thank y'all for joining for the first episode, man.
Yeah.
We out. Talk with you, bro.